You're expensive and they're willing to pay the price. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you're expensive and they're willing to pay the price. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, I cost, but it's worth it. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I cost, but it's worth it. Now, when I say this, y'all, we got to go ahead and clear this up quick. I'm not saying that there's a dollar amount on your life. I'm not saying that there's a dollar amount on you as a person. You follow what I'm saying? You are inexpensible. You are indispensable. You don't have a price on you. We can go millions for millions for millions for millions. When you are a true chosen one, you are the ATM machine. You are currency. I'm not putting the dollar amount on you. I'm saying that your time and your energy, all right, the love that you give, the time that you spend with people, all right, who you are as an individual, it costs, but not money. It costs a person to change. Yeah. It costs a person to have to do right by you. It costs a person to have standards by you and for themselves. It costs a person to come stepping how they need to step, meaning they got to come correct. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Come correct. Family, it costs a person to have to change their entire paradigm, their mindset. You follow what I'm saying? That's why I say you are expensive, but they're willing to pay the price. See, you can go get a cheap person, and I'm talking about cheap in character. I'm talking about cheap in discipline, cheap in all aspects, right? You can go get you a cheap person and live a cheap life, or you can go get you an expensive person and live an expensive and luxurious life. The point is, y'all, is when you are expensive, those who are intelligent but more so wise, they're willing to pay that price of changing, having better character, showing you the right amount of love, giving you adequate time. I mean, the whole nine. The list goes on. But with that being said, y'all, we're going to speak about this within this video. But first thing is first, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. We are still right here in front of the legendary Gray Couch. But fam, what y'all ate today? All right, how y'all doing today? Breakfast, dinner, drop it all down below in the comments. But for me, y'all, surprisingly, number one, y'all, today is a good day for me, right? But secondly, I haven't ate anything. I'm on an intermittent, I think it's called intermittent. Y'all can correct me down below in the comments, but an intermittent fasting for right now, but I'm going to eat a little later. I may go out. I don't know, I may have some steak, chicken breast, something that's very digestible, but, not still good, but not so fatty and, something that's going to mess up my calorie deficit. You follow me? But anyway, y'all, I don't know what I'm going to eat specifically, but I'm going to eat something good, all right? Shockingly, y'all, I haven't ate anything, but we're going to keep it going. Intermittent fasting. Y'all drop in the comments and let me know what y'all ate, how y'all day was, the whole nine. But fam, let's go ahead and get directly into this video, okay? Number one, the reason why you are expensive and they're willing to pay the price is because you are a quality person, all right? You are a quality person. Let's talk about the people who are not quality, right? The people who bring you down, the people who feed you doubt, the people who don't believe in your dreams, the people who are only negative, the people who don't see the good in things. And we can just keep going on and on and on, all right? These are not quality people. You know who the quality people are? The people who actually have boundaries, the people who are not as available, the people who put themselves first and they understand and when to be selfless. All right. A quality person brings things to the table. A quality person pursues you. A quality person chooses you. They allow you to know that, hey, I'm not playing games. I'm not playing mind games. All right. I am who I am and I have the time that I have, but I'm here to stay. A quality person is not going to waste your time. A quality person sees the greater things in life. And we can keep going on and on and on about this. However, y'all, when I say you are expensive, but they're willing to pay the price, that's because they know that you are quality. Now, this right here, this example I'm about to give you, it can go for anything, right? But I'm gonna just use my haircut for an example, okay? For those who watch me on my other channel, y'all know I went to the barbershop today, early this morning. But anyway, when I talk about my haircut, I pay about, and I'll be transparent with y'all, I pay about $65, $70 for my cut. All right. Now, this is insane going back to those who come from my era and, of course, below it, or before it, I'm sorry. I used to pay $10, right? I started off paying $5. Then it went to $7 for a cut. Then it went to $10 for a cut. Then it went to $15 for a cut. Then they upped it to $20 for a cut. You follow what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, y'all, I was like, hey, man, I'm going to get a cut. Yeah, it's going to be about $35, $40. What? All right. So now, today, where we are in 2026, for a quality haircut, unless you getting your hair cut by Joe who in the neighborhood or somebody who, still kind of stick to those laws and morals of, you know what, man, no more than $25 for a cut, right? Somebody who's still stuck in the old times, fine. But today, in the city, you pretty much gonna pay $65 for a quality cut, all right? Yeah, you can pay $25, $40, all right? I'm not saying this is all, but for the majority, they not cutting right. It's not gonna be a quality cut. You may not get the enhancements. You may not get the right tape. They ain't gonna be able to fade your hair right. It's gonna be something that's going on. Y'all follow me? When you want that quality haircut, you're going to pay for it, even if it's expensive. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not spending $200 for a cut. I don't care. I don't care if you can cut an iceberg in the back of my head. I'm not doing it. Not for $200. Okay, a haircut is not worth that much. Now, for a woman, hey, I understand it. I'm not going to tell y'all about y'all game. But for a man, bro, I'm not paying over $100 for no cut. I like $65, $75. Now, really 65, but if the market changed, okay, it is what it is. If everybody is charging that amount, I got to do what I got to do. All right. If everybody's rent is at minimum $1,000, what you gonna do? I'm only gonna pay $500. You're gonna be homeless or living in the project somewhere. You follow me? And these days you got to spend, $1,500 for something decent, especially in Atlanta. But that's besides the point. Quality is the point. Quality. Where do you want your house to be? Where do you want your apartment to be? Where do you want your kids to go to school at? Who do you want in your home? Who do you want to have kids by? Who do you want to call your friend? Quality. Family, you are a quality person. You're a quality person. That's why I say you're expensive, but people are willing to pay the price. All right? Number 2. Top tier service, all right? Top tier service. See, we can go to McDonald's and spend what? The double cheeseburger is what? About $1.99 or about $2. No, the cheeseburger is about $3, $4 now. It used to be $1 back in the day. I remember them days. But now the double cheeseburger by itself is about $3.99, $4. Y'all can correct me down below in the comments, all right? We can go to McDonald's and get that cheap service. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to McDonald's. You want me to take your order? Okay. Yeah, we can get we'll be with you in a minute. Or sometime, man, you can walk in McDonald's and don't nobody speak to you. They just say, what you want? Or they may just look at you crazy. And you be like, all right, I'll take a McDouble if that's okay. You ain't gonna shoot me or anything like that. I just want to get 2 McDoubles and a medium fries. Is that all right with you? Okay. But guess what? When you go to Chick-fil-A, hey, how you doing today, sir? Hey, how's it going? Oh, man, I'm doing well. Oh, that's great, man. Do you want Polynesian sauce? I haven't even put my order in. He already asking what type of sauce I want. All right. What I'm saying is, y'all, is you can get the McDonald's service low tier, or you can get the Chick-fil-A service top tier. You follow what I'm saying? Somebody drop in the comments and say top tier only. Okay. And, I don't want anybody who work at McDonald's to take this personal, or anybody who's in business with McDonald's saying, well, that's not all McDonald's, Reno. I'm not saying that. I know that it's places that have good services in McDonald's. I'm aware, but I am a majority rules type of person. Most times when you go to McDonald's, you ain't finna get that top tier service. It is what it is. They don't really want to put the sauce in the bag. They don't ask you about no sauce. They don't ask you about how your day going. It's a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Get this double cheeseburger and get out my store. Next person. Number 3, it's expensive to be cheap. Yup. It is expensive to be cheap. If y'all don't know anything else, if y'all don't take anything else from me, trust me, y'all, I had to learn this the hard way. It is expensive to be cheap. Yup. When you decide to allow things to keep going wrong on your car, and you talking about, yeah, I'm going to get the next paycheck, and then next paycheck come, well, I'll just get one tire fixed instead of all 4 tires. Next paycheck, man, well, you know what? I'm going to fix just the brakes and not the rotors. I'll get the next paycheck. Next paycheck come, I'm going to get the radiator. I'm going to just put some more liquid inside the radiator. Really, it need to be fixed, but I can put some liquid in it and some fluids in it, and it'll be all right. Before you know it, you're going to need 4 more new tires, right? You're going to need brakes and rotors for all tires. You're going to have a whole nother radiator and maybe a whole nother transmission. Matter of fact, the engine going to be shot. Why is that? Because it is expensive to be cheap. You was penny pinching. If you know that all 4 of your tires need to be fixed, go ahead and replace all 4 of them. Just go ahead and do it. If you know you need brakes and rotors for the front side of your car and the back side, stop being cheap and go ahead and get all of them. But Reno, I can't afford it. Guess what? You can't afford it to not do it. So you might as well find out how to do it. Borrow the money, go get it from somewhere. Do all that you can do. Now, if you just literally, I'm talking about bare bones, dry zero, just can't do it. You can only afford this X, Y, and Z. I understand. But you got to get to it because it is expensive to be cheap. I promise you. You're going to end up spending $2,000 when you could have just spent $500 the first time. For those who know, y'all know now, drop in the comments and let me know if I'm wrong or not. But anyway, y'all, the point is that they know it's expensive to not be with an expensive person like yourself. All right. What is it going to cost you when you hanging out with friends who want to spend money on drugs every weekend and alcohol every weekend and partying every weekend? What is it going to cost you? All right. When you're dealing with people who want to live in chaos, I can tell you your peace. You know, when you're dealing with people who are living a cheap lifestyle, you are only going to have cheap results. So family, they understand that it's expensive to be cheap. That's why they're willing to pay the price. Once again, it's not about the dollar amount. They're willing to pay the price of character, the price of discipline, the price of killing their old selves so the new them can live around you. And the list goes on. Number 4 is going to be this right here, fam. You are a guarantee, all right? You are a guarantee. Ladies, I'm going to come right at y'all. So when it comes to you getting your hair braided, are you going to go to the person who just started doing hair? Or are you going to go to the person you know going to give you what you need? Even if you got to pay, top tier prices. Maybe you got to pay, $250, $300 to get your hair did. I understand that. You a woman, right? But guess what? If somebody say, girl, I can do it for $150, but she got mediocre, skill set. Nah, I appreciate you, sis. That's a good deal, but I'm gonna go ahead and take my chances over here with this sister, cause I may be paying $250, $300, but I know it's gonna look like I'm fresh off a magazine. You follow what I'm saying? Number 5, they are a guarantee. Number 5, they are smart. All right, they're smart, and so with that being said, y'all, this reminds me of the man who chooses a woman who's been down with him from the jump. And when I say down, I'm not saying a woman who's held him down or held him back. I'm talking about a woman who had his back. She was giving him money. She was actually feeding him or giving him money to buy food or even cooking for him when he was not able to have it, when he was going through a drought, a season, right? As soon as he got up, he kept that particular woman. Well, see, what happens is, y'all, every man is not the same. And again, this is both genders. I'm just using the men as an example. Um, every man is not the same, right? Maybe he wanted a different type of woman, but he could not afford that type of woman. So he settled with this one right here. As soon as his lifestyle upgraded, guess what happened? The woman upgraded. He swapped the other woman out. Why was that? Because he thought that I could find another you. Nah, you can't find another loyal person just like that. You can't find another person who love you for your flaws just like that. You can't find another person who gonna hold you down just like that. All right. And so what happens is they end up swapping out a dime for a penny, not in looks, but by character. All right. Internal. All those things that money can't buy. Yeah, all that. Reno, what are you saying right now? The smart man says, listen, when I become a multi-millionaire, I'm going to keep the same woman who was with me when all I had was $1 in my pocket, when all I had was a double cheeseburger to give, when all I had was just, baby, I love you, to give. You follow what I'm saying? The ones who are not wise and dumb, they going to choose the IG model. Yeah, they going to choose the one with the curves. They going to choose the one who's shaped like an hourglass. And soon as he lose it all, she going to be gone as quick as she came. You follow what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and do this recap, y'all, and then we'll get up out of here. But number one, you are a quality person, all right? Number two, top tier service. Number three, it's expensive to be cheap. Number four, you are a guarantee. And number five, y'all, they're smart. All right, they're smart. Simple as that. With that being said, fam, get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy, and you can check out any one of my books. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.